Welcome back, everybody, to the Angels franchise, and obviously a week left to the trade deadline. We made a trade for Mitch Keller, and we're going to get going here and obviously trying to make a run at this division. I mean, right now, sitting 5 games back. We're playing a lot better as of late, hitting a really good stride after the All-Star break. I wanted to check something real quick because I know we tried to get Paul Skeens last episode. It didn't work out for us. I wasn't willing to give up a lot knowing that he's going to be a free agent next year. I didn't want to go crazy. But looking at the Pirates really quickly, they have made a run. They're only a half game back of the division. They've been playing a lot better as of late. And technically, wild card wise, if they don't win the division, why did I just completely not see them? Yeah, they're right there. They're number 2 right now. Now, nobody's going to catch the Dodgers. That's just not going to happen. So they're going to be right there in the wild card mix with a bunch of teams. So it's not a guarantee they make the playoffs. They might win the division. So with that, I went back to the trade hub, trying to look to see, is Paul Skeens still available? Maybe we give up Peyton Tolley, and that's what you do. I know that was a comment there to, get Tolley, try to get a long-term deal done with Paul Skeens because you're not going to guarantee to get him in free agency. I know that. I said that before too, like it's just not going to be, it might not happen. But you go back to it now because they made a run, he's locked up. So Paul Skeens not available to trade. I get it. They're making one last playoff run here. Totally understandable. So that is definitely off the table. I was thinking about other trades as well. I don't really see anything that I really want to go with. I was thinking, we get Mitch Keller, maybe we have to go, maybe another starting pitcher, but I'm not quite sure because Bremner's pitching well, but George Klassen in AAA right now, the dude it's 12 and a third innings pitch. He hasn't walked anybody, which is great to see. He's dominating. So I could bring Klassen right back up and throw him really wherever I want to. So really, even though it's Mitch Keller, maybe we didn't need to get him, but I think it works out for us. But I'm looking at this roster too, before we get into this gameplay here, because I want to get into a game right away. I want to look at some minor league guys. Our top pick, John Marin, who we haven't seen yet this season. I want to get into a game really quickly with him. I was just looking over this roster, and I was thinking about how, man, next year, this could look like a different team. Because I was looking at, obviously starters. Zach Gallen's on a 1 year. Mitch Keller, we just acquired him just because it was a 1 year. So these two guys are more than likely going to be free agents. Depending what happens with the Paul Skeens, we're going to go after him for sure, but there's a chance we don't get him. So Tolley will be around. Rogers still has a few years left on his deal, but maybe it's Klassen, maybe it's Rodriguez. Bremner for sure I think will be in the rotation next year as he continues to go up, but the rotation is going to look a little different. Bullpen will always look different. Catcher Logan O'Hoppe, if we look down below here, he's a free agent after this season. So there's a good chance that he might not be retained. And then Endy Rodriguez or Gabby Davalillo is going to be the starting catcher next year. Maybe we give him a shot. So that's a possibility. Looking at any other positions, maybe we do something with Kobe Mayo. I'm not quite sure, but say Mike Trout retires. That opens up the outfield. So this team could have a different kind of identity going into next year. So that's why we really have to make the run this year. Just for Mike Trout's sake, we got to try to make everything we can. And obviously, it's season number 4. We've only made the playoffs once last year and lost in the wild card round. So this is a key pivotal season. And the way we're playing, I'm hoping we make the playoffs. We're going to have a better understanding where we're going to sit after this episode for sure. I don't know if we're going to go all the way to the end, get all the way into September, but we'll see. But first, I wanted to take a look at our draft pick, John Marin. He's down in Double-A, and we have yet to see him. But right now, he's hitting .279, 8 home runs. He has, 38 walks, looking pretty good. OPS of 805, 22 stolen bases. You can see he's got a lot of potential. He was the number 1 overall pick. I think the class wasn't the greatest, but he's up to a 77 overall. So I want to get into a game with him real quick. And then let's continue on to see where we sit. We'll obviously see what our draft picks ended up being. We'll get through that. But I don't know if I'm making any more trades. Unless I get something, I do have a couple players up on our trade block. I put Gregory Alford, Elmer Rodriguez, Kyron Paris, just to see if we get any, anybody wants to offer us a trade I'm willing to see. So that's about it. So let's get into a game here down in Double-A. The Biscuits versus the Trash Pandas. I mean, that is amazing. And let's get into a game with John Marin. Now, I know down in these minor league stadiums, I feel like sometimes it's even harder to hit. Like, the walls are so higher. I feel like I'm playing in old, Ebbets Field or something like that. It's absolutely insane when you're hitting sometimes. And I feel like you crush balls and they just go absolutely nowhere. And I don't know if I'll show the fielding either. But, we got Mitch Herzog on the mound. Look what he's doing this year. 2.3 ERA with a 1.2 whip. Maybe he should get a call up to AAA here shortly. But AAA rotation's pretty well stacked right now. So I kind of like the way where pitching's looking in our system. I really do. It's looking pretty good. But here it comes John Marin. Love it. Rips that. I don't think that's going to get down, though. That'll be a line out there to left field. Got the Griffey cleats on him as well. I like that. That is probably going to be a double play. It is. All right. You can see he's a little wild, and should be. When you get down here in Double-A, my opinion, the pitching should be very inconsistent. That we shouldn't have swung at that. That's a little pop out there to center field. So far 0 for 3. We're hitting the field again. Let's move over here. Of course, we move over, not good. But we'll make the grab. Down 1-0 here in the 7th inning, but now down 3-0. We have a chance here, 1 away, 2 on. Morales still in this ball game. Take that down low for a ball. Come on, we can come through here. If we can get I'd love a double, something. I mean, a 3-run shot to tie would be even better. But that's not going to happen. We're going to hit into another double play. Well, that was disappointing. Disappointing ball game. 0 for 4, 2 double plays and hit into. I mean, Herzog didn't even pitch that bad. Just 1 earned, gets the loss. I mean, we only had 5 hits. Maybe we get into one more game with him just to see if I can get something. I hate ending like that. Oh, we do get a trade offer. Michael King for Trey Gregory Alford. Now, Michael King, we actually looked at him. Not bad this year. The problem I don't like is that contract. I don't want, if I'm acquiring anybody right now, because like I said, the Skeens thing is looming. I'm going to give it a shot, probably just like everybody else out there is give it a shot here in the show. So I want as much money off the books as we possibly can get, and I'm not doing that. So I'm going to probably decline that trade for sure. We did end up sweeping the Mets, so that's cool. We've started a 3-game set here against the Tigers. And we're going to win that game 10-9. Yeah, trade withdrawn. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. And here's another one. Let's see. We got Tyler Mahle, Jeffrey Springs. Same thing. You know, he's got 3 years left on his deal at $22 million. I don't want that. And like I just said, I think pitching the way Klassen's pitching down in the minors, I think we're fine. Honestly, let's just go to the trade hub really quickly, and we're going to decline this trade. I don't want pitchers. So anything, it's really nothing really major league ready. I honestly wouldn't mind acquiring some prospects to beef up our minor leagues. Like outfield, we're not really strong. So anything out there, I wouldn't mind acquiring that. I don't need pitchers. I think we're good. Yeah, so let's back out of that. Let's just fix that real quick. But let's get into this game one more time. A couple more bats here with John Marin. Gotta get something, right? Gotta get something. All right, let's get into this ball game. Leading off the ball game here. So they didn't score in the first. And that's outside for a ball. I like the color, like that peach, and it's the peach. I love that's a cool color, man. Especially on cleats like the pitcher has. That's really nice. That is hit to shortstop. What a throw. What a throw. That was a fantastic play, and we're down 4-1 if we go to the third. Stuff like that makes me a little, I don't know, I get a little annoyed when it go down to the minor leagues. That's another thing, playing down here. You know, some plays I get it, but sometimes I'm like, I just don't see that. Come on. Got to get at least one hit with him, right? We can't go 0 for the entire time. Close, but I did think it clipped. It did. So that'll be a 1-2 count now. I'll hold off on that one. He said, might have to change up the stance. This might not work as a righty hitter. All right. Hey, if we could take... Look at Ryan Nicholson. He had 325, 19 home runs this season. Well, just a little bit in front of that one, a little bit geared up. So Ryan Nicholson, another guy we'll have to look at. That's just a really good play at third base and gets us. That's another thing, too, sometimes I feel like I kind of neglect. We get into a playoff chances when you get later in the season. You just start to neglect your minor leagues, and you just don't really see what guys are doing down there. So that's why I just definitely wanted to get into a game with him right now, because we're going to hit this playoff stretch, and it's going to be, 100% Angels. That's ripped, but right at him, man. We're having at least some better at-bats here in this game. Man. I don't know if we're going to get another at-bat. We'll see. Run in there. Oh, he cannot make the play. He's going to not move up to second base, stay there at first. Just couldn't get there in time. We'll get one more bat. We're down 8-2. We're going to lose this ball game unless we get a crazy comeback here in the 8th inning, 9th inning. But can we at least get one hit? Because I got to get one, right? I don't know if I want to go any more at bats with him after this, because we're going to get into this, like I said, playoff stretch. Well, that was a pitch to hit right there. That changeup. We're not going to go for that one. That's ripped. There you go. That's what you want to see. That should be an RBI. We're going to go into second base. Here comes the slide, and he's in there safe. So we get an RBI double with our draft pick, John Morin. All right, great to see. Yeah, Ryan Nicholson, 0 for 2, 324 average. He had 19 home runs this season here down in Double-A. And I like players like this that maybe, hey, they continue to impress. Maybe they make the big league squad. Maybe not as a starter, or maybe an occasional starter, fill in with injuries. But you become a reliable backup bench guy, which are key players, obviously. And Cobra's going to ground out to third base, and that will be out number 2. Valencia comes to the plate. He's only hitting 179. And this might bloop him. We'll see. Is it going to bloop? It's going to be out. So that'll do it. I think that'll probably be our final at bat as well. We probably won't get any more. Oh, we're going to get another at bat. It's 8-6 here in the 9th. Well, I spoke too soon. We have a shot here. Just one away. We are the tying run at the plate. And we're well out. 84-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball. I thought that was a changeup at first. And he's only throwing 88. Man, wow. I'm going to have to really sit back here. That seems so slow. That's just hit. It's hit really well. Hit really well, just right at him. And that'll probably end it. We'll end up losing this game, but hey, we had a chance. Nice job trying to get back there. As Brett Carey kind of got hit up. 4 hits, 1 walk, 3 earned. But at least we get a double with them. I will absolutely take that. Okay, so I think what we'll do is finish out. I'm right now, what I'm thinking is just finishing out the month. I'll probably just sim out the rest of the month. And then, see, I want to look at our draft picks. But we have we're going to get into the series, I think, against the Orioles. I think we get into, obviously, to the series against the Athletics because this is the last time we will see them for the entire rest of the season. So I think we'll probably play one game against the Orioles, play one game against the Athletics, and definitely also I think we'll just probably quick manage both of those, the rest of those games for that series because it's high importance for sure. So I think right now, let's just sim out the rest of the month. I don't think I'm going to make any trades. Unless I get something crazy, I will definitely show it. But let's just sim out the month and go from there. Well, we do have a trade. Sal Frelick. See, the Pirates are making moves. Sal Frelick, Jordan Leisure, Mike Vassell are going to the Pirates for George Lombard Jr. and Thomas Harrington. So, yeah, the Pirates are definitely making some moves. They are trying to make a playoff run. So, that's... Do you think they'll re-sign Skeens? I don't think they're going to re-sign them. We do have some trade offers. I wanted to share this real quick. We have 4. We got Brandon Lau. We have... Now, this one I'm thinking about, there's a real possibility. I'm going to check the bullpen real quick. I think I'm definitely going to decline this. I mean, that's a lot for Elmer Rodriguez, but I don't need Carson Kelly Ward. I don't need Luis Ariz. I just don't need that many guys. Let's go look at the bullpen real quick. Well, we got the double exclamation point. Max Muncy, they called up the Athletics. Just get even better. Colt Emerson's coming to get called up. A lot of young guys being called up here. Well, Jackson Jobe actually going to be... You can get a waiver on him. See, that's crazy. Like, what has he got left? I think we throw in a waiver on him. Let's do it. Let's place a claim. Why not? That is an interesting just waiver wire out. Yeah, we're placing a claim easy. Yeah, if we look at the rotation, like the bullpen. And Keller's been struggling, but the whip's low at a 1.16. Like Ferguson a little bit. I mean, that probably wouldn't be that bad of a trade. It would upgrade the bullpen even more. Like, does Keller have any options or anything? By any chance? They all have options. It's really interesting what to do there. Because either one of these guys, like, if we go over here, I mean, Elmer Rodriguez, he's still going to be on our team. It's still a renewable contract. Gregory Alford, same thing, renewable. So we can make trades in the offseason with these guys. We don't have to do it now. It's just an interesting trade. But I don't think I'm going to accept it. But if we hit the waiver claim, we'll see. We're going to be obviously low on the list, that's for sure. Oh, we claimed him. We claimed him off waivers. So we get him. Yeah, you can withdraw like all these trades. We get another trade offer. Avedo, said, I don't want, yeah, we might have to just take these guys off. Let's decline this. Let's just take them off because right now I'm thinking I don't want any. I think we're good. Yeah, let's just remove them all. I think I'm good trade-wise because that was almost like a free trade right there. Let's put him in AAA or even AA, even though I think the AA rotation is really good. Yeah, these guys are dominating in AA. They're dominating. I don't know where even to put you. AAA, I might be able to figure something out. But Taylor, Dylan Jordan, looking good. Yeah, Gregory Alford, Bremner. What am I looking at Bremner for? Klassen is a little bit of a bad start. Let's put him right now in AAA. Or actually, let's just go AA to start. Just get him kind of almost like rehab assignments, right? Kind of like rehab assignments. And then let's take Melvin out of here, move him to high A. That'll get it going. Man, I cannot believe we just claimed him off waivers. Just wild to see. Got tons of pitchers here. Surprised I'm not at the point where it's like too overloaded. Anybody want to take out of the rotation just to, maybe Brett Carey. He is going up. He's a C potential, but let's put him into the rotation. He has pitched very well so far down here in Double-A. And hey, I think we continuously move him up as quick as we can, but let's just kind of rehab assignment, go from there. Wow, that's awesome. Bremner is, you can see Bremner is starting to catch up to him a little bit at a 4.77 ERA. But let's just continue on. Now we can get rid of the month and see where we sit at the end of July. Okay, we're in the month of August now. So we finished out the month. We lost 2 or 3 we actually split with the Astros in a 4-game set. And so far we split with the Orioles. You can see right now, we are 4 games out of first place. 4 games out. So technically, if we can win this final game against the Orioles, and then you sweep the Athletics, we're in first place. So this is massive right now. We're going to take a look at our draft picks first, and then I think we're going to get into this game against the Orioles. So let's view the draft picks first and see what we got. Britt Medina, 75 overall B potential. To me, all the relievers and closers, which we pretty much went with the entire draft, look the best. 75 B potential. I mean, he has a chance to be at the big leagues right away. I mean, I think we're not going to even have to sign bullpen arms anymore. It's crazy. Tom Romero, he's a 62 overall D potential. We kind of took a bit of a risk with him. Didn't really pay out. Bob Choi, he's a 69 overall B potential. So he worked out. Same thing with Roman Palacios. I'm terrible with names. B potential 65 overall. Now, Norris O'Dell, who was just sitting there, nobody wanted him. I took a chance. 58 overall D potential. This draft isn't great, but, honestly, I don't really care too much because I feel like I'm going to go around here. Look who the best overall. Like Michael Jimenez, B potential, 72 overall, pretty good, but we didn't have a top draft pick. So we're not going to find guys like Manny Molina. There you go. A potential, 64 overall. Probably should have thought about taking him, but obviously we didn't. Anybody better than that? And Howard Clemente, he's a 71 C potential. They missed out on 2 guys as well. So yeah, Jordan McLeod, look at this guy. 77 overall A potential. Fantastic. Probably will be in the big leagues next year, but that's what happens when you have, a top pick. Yeah, Bob Jennings, 70 overall B potential. Grayson Houck was an A potential, 61 overall. Buddy Major, a 67 overall. B potential for Buddy Majors. And then they got Cody Hall, who's a 53, but he is an A potential. Well, there's a good one. Sam Klein, see, closer, 71 overall A potential. The closers, relievers, insane. Chris Parra, 73 overall A potential starting pitcher. Could be up for the Tigers probably within a year or two. No doubt about it. Dino Ortiz, 71 overall B potential second baseman. Probably a couple years away. But here's another one. Jackie Wallace, closer, 67 overall B potential. I think it's a solid pick. We're good there. Not bad. It's just not bad. I'm not really too concerned about the draft this year. So yeah, let's get into this game here against the Orioles. So if we look at the game storylines right now, there's not a whole lot. You can see they're sitting 3rd right now in the AL East, but right there in the wild card hunt, obviously. Mitch Keller, they're saying looking to turn around a rough patch. Kyron Paris is in the lineup today as well. Our bullpen's been dominating. They are struggling 2-5 over the last 7. But if we look at the league news, you can see the MVP favorites. Pete Alonso, who is in this game today. So we'll see him. Cy Young favorites, there's Paul Skeens. But look at this. Rookie of the Year favorites, Nelson Rada, of course. We trade Nelson Rada, get Murakami, which I think worked out for both teams. But, of course, he's up for Rookie of the Year contention. Dodgers have won 12 in a row. No surprise there. Okay, let's get into the game. Looks like it's 90 degrees. Just a tad bit of wind out of right field. One of the best ballparks in baseball. It is, obviously a little biased because I'm an Orioles fan. I've been to this stadium so many times, but I think it's a fantastic stadium. Luis De Leon on for the mound for the Orioles. We're in the City Connects. which at first I wasn't sure if I really liked, and then they've grown on me. They really have. Still, once again, you cannot see the names below. They definitely need to really work on that. Like, make something, make maybe, you can see record 58-50, you could barely see it. Maybe make that green or something, or orange. More coming, he's going to rip that. That's going to be a base hit and more. He's going to be on his way to second base. That's a leadoff double to start off this ball game. Why are you missing your helmet? You really didn't have to slide in, man. But that was absolutely just ripped over shortstop. And here is former Oriole Gunnar Henderson. And he's going to swing and a miss for strike three. I'm sure a lot of fans out there, maybe an appreciation, but obviously disappointed that he left. Yeah, we do got Kyron Paris in the lineup today. We're 11th in the AL in average. All right. Come on, Trout, come through here. See if we can get on the board first. And late on that 100-mile-an-hour fastball. I did see somebody out there talking about how, you you check out stats sometimes. You get a little bored with stats. But I don't know. That's baseball. Baseball is like a game that's built off stats. Always has been. Always will be. People, you get obsessed with statistics and everything. Ooh, that's a nice pitch. We missed it there. But it says baseball is built off that. Hall of Fame, 500 home runs, 3,000 strikeouts, 300 wins. It's always about stats. Always.
Nope. That's inside.
Everything nowadays, metrics and different things, but you have to look at it. Another former Oriole here. We got three in the lineup, technically, I think, because Bradfield Jr. started today. So 3 Oriole players in our lineup. He's giving us stuff to hit, just not really on it at the moment. 2-2, that's ripped up the middle, but I think that's going to be brought down. It will be in center. So leadoff double goes nowhere. And we got Mitch Keller on the mound. They're saying a rough patch. See, this is where I'd like to, maybe another graphic on the side. It's like last 3 starts or something like that. And that's where you do kind of have to pay attention, because you can sim through weeks at a time, and maybe a guy had really one bad start. That's about it. And the other 2, but you think, oh, his ERA went up. Maybe he's been pitching terrible. It's so tough to figure out. So you really do have to pay attention. It's Jackson Holliday, all-star this year. He might be a free agent next year. I mean, you're tempting me. You're tempting me. As here's the lineup. Alonso up next. You saw in the MVP voting. Number 1 in the AL in home runs. They got a lot of power. When you have Samuel Basallo hitting last, that dude can crush the ball. So the power they bring to the table. It's Pete Alonso, 33 home runs this season. I mean, he's probably on pace for over 50 the way it's going with 2 months left in the season. And obviously it's tough to hit one out there to left field. They have moved the wall in a little bit. Back in the day, this was a home run factory. In the summer, it gets hot and humid down there. Stadium's right outside this. I mean, it's kind of still in the city, obviously. But it gets hot. And that fence out there years and years ago, I mean, I feel like you just tap the ball and it's gone. As Trevor Larnach's going to swing and a miss for strike 3. So a 1-2-3 first for Mitch Keller. But yeah, that left field there. Used to have, actually back in the day when I was a kid, my dad had season tickets out there. So that's where we always sat, like 6 rows back in left field. You were always in home run territory. Man, I said 3, actually 4 former Oriole players here in the lineup with Jeremiah Jackson. So with 4 Orioles in the lineup, former, maybe that's why we're disappointing this year. Every year, I don't know. I feel like I look at the Orioles team. Pitching was going to be a problem this season. As an Orioles fan, you obviously knew that. Jackson, will that get down? Will that get down? It will not. Lineup, though, you're looking at this lineup and you're going, man, this lineup should be killing the ball. And they're so inconsistent. and it's just not there. It just hasn't gelled together, and it's a disappointing season so far. Still a lot of time. I feel like I've said this before, but as baseball fans out there, sometimes Logan O'Hoppe crushes that one. Hanging slider right in on us, and we're going to crush it out of here. But I feel like baseball fans, a lot of the time, a little bit overreacting. You have a lot of time. It's a long season. You just got to calm down a little bit. But Logan O'Hoppe crushes that one. It's Mr. Splash out there, and left center's not going to like that. O'Hoppe's going to be a free agent, so I don't know why we're swinging at that pitch. It depends what he wants. We'll have to see what he wants. I'm sure he's going to want a decent-sized contract. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Bradfield Jr. is going to go down swinging. Luis Pena. Get a little bit more power. I'd love to see that OPS get over 800. That would be great to see, but still not bad for a 231 average. Oh, they're going to say we went there. Yeah, last 10 games, he's got an 885 OPS. Just getting more at-bats, that's what we want to see. And just trying to protect there, jammed up, and that's going to be flown to center. But O'Hoppe will get it started off. Solo shot, 1-0 lead. Colton Varsho to the plate. He's got 25 home runs. I feel like this whole lineup is going to have, obviously, if they're leading the AL in home runs, they're going to have a lot of high home run guys. Gunner, throw over to first and gets him. There's the range of Gunnar Henderson. And Jordan Westberg's got 24. So you go sweeper away. And that's hit Murakami up with it. And there's out number 2. Always talk about uniforms, obviously, big thing. What is everybody's out there favorite, maybe City Connect? Hey, maybe you don't have a favorite. Maybe you're like, these all are trash. There's a lot of people like that, obviously. And I'm more of a, in sense, traditional guy. I don't like uniforms to be too, in the sense, busy. But, sometimes they can be pretty good. Depends what they are. I think it comes down to me. I don't like a lot of, stripes. Sometimes it just looks weird, especially in, NFL uniforms. It can look a little strange. This Beavers is going to foul that one away. It just looks like it's too much. 1-2. There you go. Strike 3 in on him. And a 1-2-3 second for Keller. Former Orioles player, I think it was Adam Jones, came out and was talking about, he was talking about NBA playoffs and, in baseball, the home team wears white. He's talking about how, in NBA, he's like, it just looks weird not seeing white uniforms because you wear certain colors and everything. And it made me want to think, I was like, oh yeah, if you think about it, football, it's so weird per sport because football, I don't know about hockey. Hockey, I think, is the same as the NFL. It's Kyron Paris. That should be extra bases. But your home team is wearing their team color. If you're, like I said, I think hockey is the same. The NFL, you're watching a Rams game, they're wearing blue unis. Except Dallas. Dallas is different. Washington back in the day used to be the same. They wear white at home. But everybody else, you're wearing your team color. And it's so funny how baseball is kind of different. But same thing with the NBA. You wear kind of all white at home, then wear your team color away.
Ball, that's out.
So it's interesting per sport how that kind of works out. Don't know how it is in soccer. I think you kind of wear your home kit. It's got to be your team color, right? I'm pretty sure it's your team color as Murakami. Look out there in Utah Street. That was close, but 446. He crushes that one. It's gone. That was an absolute hanging curveball. I don't know if it was more of a slider or a slurve. That just hung well over the middle of the plate. We saw that perfectly. And Murakami double so far in this game and now a 2-run shot. That was a laser shot too. That's a home run I'm not sure I'd want to catch out there. Even though you're way out there at 446, that's coming in with some heat. Almost. I thought about it there. I just thought that was going to be a ball, but it did hit the top half. But, man, he is hanging these breaking pitches. Yeah. Too much pressure right now with Gunnar to try to have a really good showing here.
Nope.
Trout right now at 78 RBI. I'd like to see him get to 100. I think the last few seasons, we have not had a guy over 100 RBI to lead this team. Just a little bit short. Oh, I don't know what is happening today. I mean, that's gone. Whoa, that's well out of here. 447 feet for Mike Trout. Here come the home runs today. And I was telling you before, when it gets hot in the summertime in this ballpark, the ball carries. It really does. And we saw the temperature coming into this game. It's 90 degrees. It's a hot summer day. Ball is carrying right now. So if you're leaving pitches over the middle of the plate with the power guys we have also in the lineup, you got to watch yourself. Ground ball over to short. And there's 2 away here in this 3rd inning. Pitch definitely was slower than I thought. All right, 1-2 pitch here to Jeremiah Jackson. And, yeah, he brought it right back in there. He got us for strike 3, but a great inning. Couple of home runs. Build up a 4-0 lead. Colton Cowser coming to the plate. He has 20 home runs as well. He might have like 5 guys with 30-plus home runs. Take that up for a strike. I'll foul that one away. I don't know what that one... I'm looking at the one fan kind of the second row to the left. I don't know what he was doing. Looked like he was on the phone or something. It's crazy to have anybody out there on the phone. But swing and a miss, strike 3. Getting Colton Cowser swinging there. Keller's 3rd K. I believe this is Mason Wynn to the plate. Can barely see the name down there. It is. Ground ball to Kobe Mayo. Easy play. Out number 2. I think I'm going to have to take a look what Nelson Rod is doing. Seeing that he's up for Rookie of the Year. Right now, top contention. What is he doing in Chicago? But hey, I think, like I said, I think right now that's great. If he's up there for Rookie of the Year, that means the trade has worked out for both of us. And that's always what you want for a trade. Strike 3 gets him looking. Basayo on the sweeper. And it's a perfect 1-2-3 in the 3rd here for Mitch Keller. So far, looking pretty good through 3. So far, 284 average in this series. You can add to the home runs. I don't know if that's current. Is that talking about home runs we've already hit? That's going to be a fly out to right here to start out this 4th inning. Yeah, it's been a struggling season for Enrique Bradfield Jr. Just average isn't there. It's just hasn't been the same. They already got Zephyr John up in the bullpen. Former Angel. That's blooped in the left. I think it's going to be chased down. It will be. Dylan Beavers out there. But, yeah, I think it's just been a little bit disappointing. Pena, like you said, if he gets more at-bats, has a full season, I'd like to really see that. Just hasn't been there. I didn't want him up here. He was out of options. So he's going to rip this to center, but it's going to be brought down, so nothing there in the 4th for us. But it's just out of options. Nothing I can do. I'm not letting him go. Wasn't really thinking about trading him. I don't. He was definitely in my plans to be a guy that was going to be there for us and possibly be a starting shortstop. Maybe 3rd baseman.
Nope.
Oh, I'm going to challenge that call. I think that definitely hit the zone. I was wrong. Ball 4 upheld, first base run of the game for the Orioles. A walk there from Jackson Holiday. Lonzo just maybe got under that a little bit too much. But, man, he did not miss that by a whole lot. And flies that out to center field for out number 1. So we'll see. I mean, like I said earlier, this lineup is, this team, it could look a little different. It all depends, you know, with Trout. Is Jackson going back and he has the grab. So 2 away now in this 4th inning. If Trout retires, everything changes. And then we go from there. 1-2 to Dalton Varsho. He'll take that outside for a ball. Works it to a 2-2 count. Let's go sinker away. Fouls it away. Dodgers killing it. 26 home runs in their last 12. Jeez. Strike 3. Got him looking on the fastball. Yeah, they're averaging 7.5 runs over their last 12 games. Wow. So they will go to the pen. That will be it. You can see we did win game number 2. We lost game 1. Little rubber match here. So Kyron Paris coming up. Doubled earlier. And at first I thought that said the pitch was 104 miles an hour. It's just the exit velo, obviously, but I was like, what? Throwing 104? Murakami is having a game. That one is in, just about reached Utah Street out there near Boog's Barbecue. But Murakami, he said, okay, I'll show you. You know, I know the guy you traded for me is up for Rookie of the Year, but I'm just going to start putting up some MVP numbers. How about that for a team that's trying to get to the playoffs? Man, this is the best game I think we've ever had with Murakami. Just got to get something here with Gunnar. 2 bats, 2 strikeouts. 2 really bad strikeouts. Second at AL in run score with 81. And just a little bit late on that. Fly that one out to left. See that wind taking it a little bit. It is carrying out the right field. I mean, that would help the Murakami home runs, but not much because he's crushing them. I was lucky enough when I was younger to see one of Mike Trout's first games in the big leagues. They faced the Orioles. I was at a game. Robbed a home run in center field. That might have been his 4th game ever. And we'll take a walk. It might have been, he did something that first game. I don't think it was his first home run. Maybe it was. First home run or first hit. It's wild to think about that I was at a game where that happened. That will be it for him while I go to the bullpen once again. But yeah, I was at it. Remember seeing it. Yeah, it was kind of cool because you knew about Mike Trout. I do like to get into checking out prospects of different teams and top prospects, even, you know, back more in the day. And it's just cool to see. And then you knew he was there. You know, I always try to make it to an Oriole debut of you know, when Manny Machado came up or Gunnar Henderson.
That's ball 3.
You know, it was back in the day. Matt Wieters was another one. Guys that you knew about, and you know, especially in your organization that you're a fan of. 3-2 pitch here to Mayo and Kobe Mayo. Okay, this is just home run derby today. It's one of those games that goes into our bullpen at 4:37. It's a 7-0 ball game. Honestly, I think we're just not gonna. I mean, depending what happens the next inning, I think we can just continue through this game here. Sometimes, some games you just have where it is home run derby. And that's what we're going on. What we got going on in this game. Yeah, it's wild. 114 off the bat. That reaches the second deck. I don't think anybody out there could understand. I know it says 478, but to hit a home run that reaches the second deck out there is bananas crazy. That's a blast. Wild stuff. What is going on here? I will have to say that I just got an update on a patch. I didn't really see anything. Patches are so weird because just stuff can change. You know, maybe, I mean, I'm swinging at that junk and swinging and miss for strike 3. But some pitches I'm just seeing a lot better. But still, I feel like the contact is just 1,000% better right now. I don't know what it is. This is hit really well to right field, but I think we're going to have room. Jackson is there for the out. Orioles still looking for the first hit here in the 5th inning. So I was thinking about simming, but man, until they get a hit, I don't think that's going to be. We gotta go with it, right? Fly out to Kyron Paris for out number 2. Unless something drastically happens right now. Sitting at 63 pitches. I think Mitch Keller's going to be going a little bit longer in this game, which is fantastic to see. And down goes Colton Cowser, strike 3. So an easy 1-2-3 fifth for Mitch Keller. They go to the bullpen again. And they are just... This is already, what, their 4th pitcher of the game? We're in the 6th inning. I think right now, when you got an 8-0 game, you know, I think you just put in one pitcher, like, hey, man, I don't care what happens, how you get roughed up. You're going to be in there for at least 3 innings, maybe the rest of the game. So it just is what it is. Do your best and just get us out of this game so we don't have to really waste any more pitchers in our bullpen. Late on that one. That was a hanger as well. Curveball just late on it. 2 away here in this 6th inning. Kyron Paris had a couple so far bats have been very good. Double and rip that one to first, and that'll be a base hit. So he's got a 2-for-3 ball game. The way the bottom of the order has worked this year, to me, if you show me that you can hit and you have really good at bats, and the average is there, I'm going to leave you in until, you know, it starts to go down. So can we get home run number 3 here for Murakami? Oh, come on, ball boy. That was terrible. I don't think that's going to be home run number 3. It does carry out there in right field, but it's going to run out of gas. We just missed it. And nothing there in the 6th. Yeah, the Mets offense scorching. Peraza 0-for-17 streak. Mason Wynn will foul that one away. So he works it to a 1-2 count. I'm actually going sweeper away. Just don't hang this. How about that? Up the middle, and there you go. First hit here for the Orioles. So there you go. With that, I think, see if we can get through the 6th inning here, and then I'll probably just quick manage the rest of this game out of here.
Nope, that's a ball.
That was probably in there. It was. Just to make sure nothing drastic happens. Messiah will foul that one away. Let's see if we can get him a little bit of... We got him last time with this pitch. Won't this time. Kyron Paris racing back. And he brings it down. Nice job there in left. Not easy. Like I said, that is deep out there. You're running for a while. Ground ball 6-4, 3 double play will end the 6th inning. And Mitch Keller looking very good here today. And they go to the pen again. All right, let's just get into quick manage mode.
Take your base. 3.
2-run shot by Trout. And Mitch Keller will take him out of the game. He's going to end up going 8 innings here. And that'll do it. We win 10-1. 10-1 victory. We take 2 out of 3 from the Orioles. And right before we get into this massive stretch here, or series against the Athletics coming up. But, yeah, Murakami, look at the home runs. Just insane. He hit 2, Trout hit 2. And Mitch Keller, great game, 8 innings. Just 3 hits allowed, 1 earned, and 8 Ks. All right, 3-game set versus the Athletics. And right now, we are 3.5 back. So we won't be able to get in first place if we sweep them, but we'd only be a half game back. I mean, not that long ago, we were, 7 games out of first place, and looked like the Athletics were kind of running away with it. And we're right there. So I think we're going to, like I said, we're going to quick manage probably this one, and maybe we'll get into the 3rd game against Trevor Rogers. We'll play that game. So let's get into this. Okay, here we go. Pablo Lopez on the mound, 12-4 this season, pitching really well. It's kind of some Cy Young numbers. As we do nothing in the first is Tyler Bremner on the mound. Had a better start last time. ERA's dropped down a little bit, same with the whip, but this is a beast of a lineup, so we'll see what he does today. All right, 2 on and strikeout. Nice job there. Gets out of the first. Nicky Hoover. Solo shot gives us a 1-0 lead. DeLauder's going to double. DePaula, a 2-run shot, 3-0 lead. Great 2nd inning there. Let's back it up, Bremner. Strikes out Brenton Doyle. Gunner with a solo shot. 4-0 lead. Royce Lewis double play out of the 3rd. Tried to steal it. Got caught. And fielder's choice is going to end it. Stolen base by Austin Wells. And that's a Max Muncy single. Drives in a run and ground out. So they get 1. It's 4-1 ball game. Definitely stealing 2nd. Gunner, another one. 2-run shot for Gunnar Henderson. 2 in the game. Tyler Bremner, a very good start. Through 5 so far, only 1 are allowed. DePaula with a triple. Logan O'Hoppe, my bad. Logan O'Hoppe with a triple. And we can't bring him in. Ground out to end the inning. Stealing 2nd again. And Trout will walk, so here comes Nicky Hoover to the plate. Fielder's choice will end it. I think we're going to take out Tyler Bremner. Go 6 innings, 4 hits, only allows an earned run. Cannot complain about that. Let's go Keller here. All right. DePaula, 2-run shot. What a game from him. Why not? let's take out Keller. Let's just put in Rodriguez to finish out this game.
That's ball 4.
Double by Wilson knocks in a run. And that'll do it. We're going to win 8-2. Nice game. Yeah, DePaula with 2 home runs. Same with Gunnar Henderson. And a great start from Tyler Bremner. 6 innings, 8 Ks, just 1 earned. Gets the victory. All right. That puts us at game number 2. We're only 2.5 back of the Athletics. Let's get into game number 2. All right, game number 2, Rasmussen on the mound. 9-6 record this year. 4.31 ERA. Let's start off this game. Base hit by Murakami. Gunnar Henderson with a triple. Man, what a series he's had. Double play. Must have been a throw out at home plate. But we do get 1. Zach Gallen on the mound for us.
3.
And that's a double by Wells with scored Kurtz. So they tied up right away 1-1. Home run, Nicky Hoover. DePaula strikes out. Solo shot. Man, back-to-back we go. Kyron Paris getting the start today, and he doubles. And will not get knocked in. There's a base hit from Nicky Hoover. DeLauder's going to walk. Hoppy now strikes out. DePaula up here. And he's going to strike out to end the inning. Man, had a chance. Round that ends the inning. Remains a 2-2 ball game. Oh, that's a triple. That is going to be tough. Really good speed over there at third base. And yeah, the run's going to score, but it's going to be a base hit from Bretton Doyle. Double play ends the inning, but the A's take the lead here. Nicky Hoover with the base hit. And strike out. Solo shot from Royce Lewis. Gives us a 4-2 lead. I'm going to leave in Gallen at the moment. Walk. Let's see what he does here against Zach Geloff. Fly out. Wilson fly out. Muncy strikes out. Okay, so we'll at least get through 6 with him. Base hit. I'm not going to steal. I'm fine trying to steal there with Kyron Paris. He does. All right. Murakami to the plate, and he strikes out. So that'll be it for Zach Gallen. Let's bring in Ben Joyce. And that's it. Let's jump into this game now. We go into the 8th inning down 4-2. Mason Miller on the mound for them. We got Gunnar Henderson to lead us off here in the 8th. Trying to get a comeback victory here and take game number 2 with a possible sweep in game number 3. Actually, you know what? Let's get somebody warmed up here. Let's maybe get, should we get Holton or maybe, let's get Tyler Holton warmed up. We'll probably put him in the game. Got a couple lefties coming up. Oh, got us for strike 3. I think that did hit the edge. It did. I mean, he's a rough pitcher. When you're throwing like, 80 some odd hour changeup and then throwing like 102, 103. It's rough. Take that outside. We'll take a walk. I'm fine with that. The power that Kobe Mayo has, we can tie this game up with 1 swing. Jesus, just throws that. Okay, ball 4 to Mike Trout. So Kobe Mayo to the plate. Gives us the tying run at the plate. Like you said, what he's throwing, you just got to square one up. Just a really good pitch. I think we were not that bad. The time wasn't bad. Oh, man. Oh, that was crazy. I thought it was a changeup. And it just, I mean, how much movement is on that slider? That's awful. Yeah, get him out of the game. That's a good choice. I'd get him out too. Okay, Nicky Hoover now to the plate. Had a 3-for-3 game, and man, that would have been, oh man, that was it right there. That was it. Oh, that was the game tire. And it's a little dribbler, not going to work out. Throws the first. So nothing in the 8th for us. We just got to hold this to a 4-2 game, and then hopefully we got some 9th inning magic. So Tyler Holt, very good season. 60 innings pitched, 2.1 ERA. Taking on a really good lineup. Ground ball to May over at third base. There's one away here in this 8th inning. Oh. Look out, the broken bat. But Murakami's got it there for out number 2. It's so tough with the challenges as well. Because I'm like, that definitely was a strike. But I just don't want to run out. That's the thing. So ground ball, Gunner up with it over to first. All right, we'll go to the 9th, down 4-2. Chase Stillwater so far in this ball game, 0-for-2 with a walk. Rips that up the middle, but a great play at short. Oh, man. Saves a base hit, get a runner on, but that was a great play at shortstop. One away here in this 9th inning. Logan O'Hoppe so far 0-for-3 in this ball game. Almost at 20 home runs for the season. Right now it's 17. Ground ball once again was a really good pitch to hit. Missed it, and out number 2. So we're down to our last out here in this ball game. And it's going to be up to Josue DePaula. 1-for-3 so far with a base hit. So works it to a 3-1 count. Kyron Paris on deck. You know he has the power. Just need base runners. And yeah, I was taking that all the way. Just taking all the way. All right, 3-2 pitch. Here we go. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take ball 4. All right, Kyron Paris. I'm leaving you up there because, you know, he, like I said, has the power. We know he can crush him out of here. Has a double, stolen base. Ah, man, that was it right there. That was it. I don't know why I was chasing that. We're lucky to get contact on it. That could have easily been just a swing and a miss, chasing junk, strike 3. And that will do it. Ground ball, and that will be your ball game. We're going to lose 4-2. Man. Wasn't even that bad of a start from Gallen, just, you know, the home run. But 4-2 loss. We go to game number 3. So we're going to get into this game as well. We're going to play this game here against the Athletics. Like I said, this is a big series. So that's going to move us back to 3.5. So if we can win this game, we can be 2.5 back. You know, and that would be it. And then it's just going to be up to, you know, we'll never see him again until a possible playoff situation or a 1-game playoff type deal. But let's get into game number 3. Trevor Rogers on the mound. We got Cody Bradford for the A's. So I was taking a look at the league news here before the game, and the Dodgers just continue to win. They've won 14 straight games. Jeez. I know the Diamondbacks have been pretty much maybe the best. Yeah, they still have a game lead over the Dodgers. Like, the Diamondbacks have been ridiculous this entire season, but kind of wild that a team that you play so well and, you know, you got a team right behind you, the Dodgers, that have won 14 in a row, and they're right there. It's crazy. Got some classic uni on here for the A's, which I've always liked the A's, kind of like classic unis as you get more uniform talk today. I always love uniform stuff. I mean, obviously, we got classics on as well, kind of mid-90s Angels uniforms on. Looks like the wind is blowing inwards a little bit. And it looks like a pretty nice day out here. I still need to get a new stadium for them, for sure. Really do. More Kami, that's going to be ground over to first base, so one away here in this first. Yeah, I got to get an upload stadium or something, so that way if we come to a game where we play like a playoff game against them, I'd like to play in a better ballpark, because obviously at this time, I mean, this is, what, 4 years down the road? Not sure when their new stadium is going to be. I'd have to look that up. Gunnar Henderson hangs the circle change, doesn't miss it, gone. And just like that, we'll take a 1-0 lead. Looking at the predictions down below, I mean, you have the Dodgers and Diamondbacks at 104 wins apiece, and they're saying that one of those teams is going to be a wild card. It's ridiculous. But a great start, Gunnar Henderson with the solo shot. Oh, man, that should have been back-to-back home runs. Just missing that. That one we were on. I just don't think it's hit well enough. And right at the wall. Kobe Mayo getting very close to 30 home runs once again. He's an interesting guy. I think he has, maybe a year or two left of arbitration. He's been so productive for us. Really, you know, he was kind of a throw-in when we got Enrique Bradfield Jr. And he's produced well, way better than Enrique Bradfield Jr. This one is crushed. I think this might go. And it will. Kobe Mayo with a home run. This team, I mean, we're hitting home runs left and right. And maybe we have to adjust some settings or something, but I don't know what it is. But you can see even in the sim, we hit just home runs left and right. We just have a bunch of power guys on here. And we're seeing the ball well. We're getting really good contact on these. And that will be a ground out by Nicky Hoover for out number 3. But hey, 2 runs just like that. Gunnar Henderson, Kobe Mayo, 2-0 lead. Gives another former Oriole, Trevor Rogers, a good head start. Man, that walk rate, though, man, 10.2%. Not what you want to see. It's Tyler Soderstrom going to lead it off for the A's. Foul that one away. Everybody let me know down below as well. I know I've asked before, and sometimes you get a little bit too much into simming sometimes, and that's baseball. Swing and a miss for strike 3. You just have a lot of games. You can't, if you want to play them all, go right ahead. You're just never going to get anywhere in the in seasons, obviously, unless you're crazy and you're playing 5 games a day, or I don't know what it is. You'd have to play more than that, but I think you'd be burnt out by the time, as he's going to challenge that one. I think this is going to be close. Just missing there. But a little bit more gameplay in this, obviously. Played that game against the Orioles. We're playing this one here. Got into that other one. I'm trying to incorporate way more gameplay. I think sometimes it's like, oh, play one game. Maybe you get into something else. That's about it. And maybe we just go through multiple games, Just gameplay as much as we possibly can. That's ripped for a base hit. Missed over there at third base from Pena. And really, I think that's the thing, too. Unless we have a really tight ball game where we're going to play all the way through to the 9th. If we have a game where we're blowing out a team like we just did, I mean, it's fine. Just get out of it quick, end the game, go from there. We don't have to play every inning. And I think that sometimes in the past I've had a problem dealing with. Like, if I get into a game, I want to play all innings. I want to get every at bat, every pitch. And when you have an 8-0 lead going into like the 7th inning, I think you're fine. 2-2. Got him looking for strike 3 as Rogers gets through the first. So that's something I definitely have to get used to and think about for sure. So we just get into more games. And you can see a lot more of the gameplay. You know, I'm not sitting here for, 30 minutes, not in-game screens. As Jeremiah Jackson, I don't know what this is just. We might label this video, I'm just going to tell you right now, as Home Run Derby. Because that's what's going on. In Quick Manage, in gameplay, it's just Home Run City right now. Look at the Cubs down below with a 17-3. This is the lead. The game's still going on. Can I see the temperature below? Because we're obviously in summer. Can I see what the temp is? I don't think I can. Man, I should have saw that before the game. Because maybe the same thing. It's baseball, summertime. Temps get high, ball carries.
That's a ball.
But already 3 home runs here in the first few innings. Found away that one. It looked a lot faster than 90. I don't know. That one just got on top of us quickly. Pop that up to center field. And there's one away here in the second inning. And I know there's always complaints. I see it all the time online. Now this is, hey, if you play Diamond Dynasty, you play all that stuff, hey, that's fine. You play whatever you want to play. I don't really care. It's your game. You play it how you want. If you want to turn every one of your players up to 99 overall and go from there, hey, what do I care? I'm not playing your game. You can do whatever you want. But, I sometimes see over it, what do you want to, either want to call it Twitter or X or whatever. I see it all the time with guys complaining about this game, and I think they're playing online or they're playing Diamond Dynasty, and they're like, oh, we're playing on competitive mode, or and they have, oh, that's gonna be trouble. Keep them there at third base. Throwing error there to get us over there, so they'll call it a single E6. It's like, oh, but I got on top of the ball, and it ends up being a ground out, and that's just, I don't care if you hate me saying this, that's effing baseball, man. That's why you got defenders out there. It just doesn't matter. I've seen guys get crazy contact, hit the ball so well, and they have an 0 for 4 game. And I've seen guys that barely get anything on the ball and go 3 for 4. So that's just is what it is. Baseball's tough. It's not easy. So I know it's a video game, and I totally get it. And I know you're not probably playing for realism a lot of the times. A lot of those guys are not. You're looking for, more arcadey stuff. That's going to be a fair ball. That'll score 2. Get back there. Get back. What are you doing, Pena? What are you doing? There you go. I don't know what happened there. But I just, sometimes the complaints, it's frustrating. You know how frustrated I've gotten with this game plenty of times? It's very frustrating. But that is the game of baseball. It's a frustrating sport. That's why you have to be mentally prepared going into it. That's why so many guys, have so much potential. He has 3 home runs in this series. And they just can't handle it. We're going to foul. I was going to say hopefully a foul ball, but it is not. That's going to be a little pop up to third. Football, it's kind of, you're with a team. There's no doubt about that. But you're still, I don't know, you're kind of by yourself, obviously. Because you could be in a lineup where guys are killing it. You're struggling. You just don't feel the same. And obviously football, same thing. I mean, we're challenging. But, I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard in the game. And you want to feel that a little bit. I do feel this in this game a lot of the times. And that's why, to me, you have so much high hopes for this show game. I always do. That's going to be fouled away, man. Just missing the home run there. I just wish franchise a little better. I wish, scouting, minor leagues, drafting, they are making some improvements. I just wish it was a little bit more improvements because I love baseball, man. I really do. And I feel like the gameplay's not bad. I know people can bitch about it all day, but I'm like, dude, come on. I mean, you're going to struggle. It's baseball. I just don't understand sometimes. If you want to go up there and, have your guys hitting like in the 600 averages, just, hitting 130 home runs, dude, turn it on like rookie or something. I don't know. It's just not going to happen. Once he hits this well, Jackson back, and he has got room, and he's got it there. For out number 1 here in this second inning. Jacob Wilson, really good season so far. 305, 11 home runs, looking pretty good. It's so funny, too, the way things have changed in baseball throughout the years. Even with, with me watching how 305 average, nowadays you're like, wow, guy's hitting 305. Where back in the day, I mean, that's still very good. Don't get me wrong, very good. But it's, you're going to be in like the 15th down the 20th maybe. There's guys up there hitting 320, 330, 340. Nowadays, you see those averages. That's the one thing. It's so funny when I, either watch baseball because, my family likes sports. And parents do. Sister does. And then you go to a game with them or you watch it with them. It's so funny. It's, some guys hitting like 220. They're like, why is that guy even in the lineup? I'm like, well, his on base is like 340. His OPS is like 780, 800. And he's a really good fielder. That's why. And it's so funny, the value. It's just like, casual fan just doesn't see it. 3-2, they're going to say he went for strike 3. That's a tough one. But we'll take it. We'll absolutely take it as Rogers gets out of the second inning. All right, Kobe Mayo hit that home run in the first. It's going to be away. Already have the bullpen rolling. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You've already allowed, 3 home runs in this game? That was a weird hit. That was strange. I couldn't tell. Like it was like spun off the bat. That was strange. Missed that one with Nicky Hoover. Continues to. He hasn't progressed as much as I want. I was taking a look. You see guys going up. He hasn't gone up as much as I really wanted to. I think Pena's going up. Takes that away. All right, 3-2 count here to Nicky Hoover. And Nicky Hoover crushes this. Gone. See you later in the grass patch out there. Another one. 6-0 lead. And the home run derby continues. That is number 21 for Nicky Hoover. I mean, with the size of this dude, I mean, he gets the batter's eye down. I mean, that guy should be crushing out home runs left and right. But that will be it. Man. I mean, I guess so. Like I said, you allow 4 home runs, that's it. See you later. 6-0 deficit here in this third inning. That might get down for a base hit, and it will. Late on it, kind of jammed, but just enough on it. That's what I mean. That's baseball right there. That's a frustrating thing sometimes as a pitcher. You can do it really well, and sometimes guys are just going to bloop those in for base hits. But sometimes you're going to get crushed. Fly balls that just miss at the warning track, and they're always an out. It happens. It happens. He will foul that one away. Two once again. Another foul. Giving some pitches to hit here. Thought about maybe sending Jackson, but I think we'll just stand put. We probably should have sent him because this is going to be a double play. And that will be it for us in the third. But Nicky Hoover adds another run with the solo shot. There you go. 3.5 games back. So hopefully we can get a victory here today. Go 2.5 back. And we're going to be close. I'm thinking after this is going to be a short one. This is going to be one of these videos where we got a lot of gameplay in right now, but we're not going to get that many games in. I think because I'm probably going to end it after this game. You know, I think this is going to be close to 2 hours after we're done. Maybe over. See you later, strike 3. Got him. Brenton Doyle could sit down. He'd be frustrated, man, but that ball's there. So I try not to, I don't want to make these videos like 2.5 hours long. I think that's just wild stuff there. You know, to me, when you're getting close to the 2-hour mark in videos, like I do it all the time too. You sit back, you just, you know, listen to one. Maybe you have something going on in the background. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there that watch this, that's what you do. I mean, I do it. 3-2. See you later. Swing and a miss. Chasing the slider. So I get it. But I think sometimes you go over the 2-hour mark. It's like, dude, this is a movie. This is literally movie length. That's going to get through for a base hit here with 2 away. So Soderstrom keeping this inning alive here for the A's. So here comes Nick Kurtz. Hung that one up. This could be trouble. Hoover looking back. Nicky Hoover going to go up there, and he can't bring it down. And it's a 2-run shot for Nick Kurtz. Man, we just missed. We've had really good luck with robbing home runs as of late. Enrique Bradfield Jr. had the one. DePaula had the other one, I think. And, man, I was hoping Nicky Hoover would be able to bring that down, but we just missed it. I want to see how close this was. Oh, just missed it. So, 6-2 ball game. I didn't think I was going to get away like I did with the Orioles. Even though that Orioles lineup, you know, top in home runs, but this A's lineup overall is just so good. Kind of missing that fastball, and we just about got away with it. Royce Lewis almost had back-to-back home runs, missing by a mere feet there, and that will be out number 3. But Kurtz gets the A's on the board. So we head to the 4th inning. And that's going to be a ground out to first base. One away here in this 4th. And it's kind of funny when you record these things. And obviously you have the live commentary going on. And you think about when you're watching it, you know, you're watching a baseball game. And the commentators, it's so funny because you have so much in-between time. That's terrible. That the guys have so weird conversations sometimes. It's so funny listening to some baseball broadcast, especially like regional broadcast. It's one thing if it's a national broadcast, they'll probably stay on target, have so many stats they have to go over and do certain things. Man, what are we doing? But when you come to like regional broadcasts, some of those guys can be absolutely hilarious. They really can. It's some of the stuff they just randomly talk about. Why are we... All right, I got to, like, concentrate here because I'm just swinging an absolute junk. Where that pitch is just sitting there waiting for us to annihilate, and I don't see it in time, and I have a little bit of late reaction. Foul away that sinker. Thought that was going to be right at the bottom. And we swing through that fastball for strike 3. Maybe just a tad bit in front of it. Nothing for us in the fourth. Trying to just win another series here. That's all we can continue to do. Just continue to win series. That'll be a fly out to Paula over top of it. And that should be out number 1. I'm already thinking about September call-ups as well. I think the way Klassen is pitching, he is instantly brought back up. Oh, that's hit well. It's going to be tough for Jackson. A lot of room out there, but he brings it down for out number 2. I think Klassen for sure will be the pitcher that we bring up. I have to really think who is going to be brought up as our, hitter. Because I like pitcher hitter for September call-ups. I don't know. We'll have to look at it. I'm not sure who it should be. 2-out hit, so A's still alive here in this 4th inning. Somehow got some contact on that one. I don't know how. Let's go back to it. See if he chases this. He will not. So works into a 2-2 count. Got him for strike 3, fastball in on the hands. And Rogers will get out of the 4th inning. Gunnar 2 away from 30 home runs. Obviously hit 50 last year. Don't know if he's going to reach that marker. Man, I thought that was going to be a good one. Nice sinking action. Just can't get it elevated. Ground ball out number 1. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't see a sweeper. It just looks like it's a breaking ball. Like, it is a breaking ball, obviously. I mean, an off-speed pitch. It just, there's a base hit for Trout. It just looks like a changeup to me. And then all of a sudden, it's just right at the end. I'm just not seeing it correctly. But a base hit for Trout. Kind of played more over to second base. Worked out in our favor. That's a base hit. That'll get down. So just like that, back-to-back hits. And that will bring Nicky Hoover to the plate. Had the home run before. Takes that inside for a ball. Nicky Hoover rips that. That's going to be a base hit. Think we're going to send Trout here. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is not in time. Nicky Hoover with an RBI base hit. And that gets us back up to a 5-run lead, 7-2. Yeah, I like to see this. Let's get some. We don't always have to hit home runs. Home runs are great, fantastic, but let's knock in some runs other way. Let's be a complete offense. Well, as I say that, Jeremiah Jackson crushes another one. It's gone on the roof. Bounces out, going to those, looks like apartment complexes or something. 3-run shot. Jeremiah Jackson, since being brought up, has been really well. That's why he has just stayed in the lineup. He has. And that will do it. It's a 10-2 ball game now. Well, we might have to think about just simming out the rest of this game the way this is going here. We've gone 4 runs here in this inning. Just that 4th inning, if you can see straight ahead of that scoreboard. That is it. Every other inning, we have been, once again, home run derby. That's hit really well. That'll get down for extra bases, and we'll get over the wall. So it will be an automatic double, 19th double of the season for Logan O'Hoppe. Not done yet here in this 5th inning. Oh, that's crushed. All over that with DePaula. It's off the wall. O'Hoppe will score. Double for DePaula. We've done everything this inning. RBI base hit, RBI double. 3-run shot. Just need a triple now to knock him in. And it'd be a cycle for us in this inning. Luis Pena, hey, with the speed, he could easily hit a triple. Got good contact on that, just a little bit low, and he'll ground out there for out number 2. And we're seeing the potential of this lineup. What we knew we had. And in the beginning of the season, maybe it was a, struggle a little bit, everybody getting used to it in the lineup. But now, man, even the bottom half of our orders kind of stepping it up. And if our lineup is just continuing like this and we get, like I saw that, our bullpen's dominating, that's going to be a walk from Brenton Doyle. So we got to watch for a stolen base attempt there. Fouls that one away. We're going to be a tough team to beat. That's what I'm saying. Tough. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Ball.
I think we throw over first here. Just watch him there. He's got really good speed, Brenton Doyle. That's going to get through for a base hit. So Soderstrom had a base hit last time. Then Nick Kurtz came up, hit that 2-run shot. (3-1) and he walks. So we got some problems here with Rogers here in this 5th inning. Let's get Logan Henderson warmed up. Trying to get out of this 5th. I mean, he's already at 100 pitches here as well. He's missing. It's not good. Man, not even close. Not even close. Nowhere to really put him either. This Jackson back brings it down. So they'll score a run here, make this 11-3. I'm going to see if Rogers can get out of this here in this 5th. They'll give him one more batter. We'll give him Austin Wells, and that will be it if he can't get him. But he will. Fly out to center. DePaula is there. Out number 3. So the A's get another one, but it's still an 8-run ball game, 11-3 when you go to the 6th. So I think what we're going to do is quick manage the rest unless it gets to a game. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Steal.
Ball 4. Take your base.
There's an RBI base hit from Nicky Hoover. Another pitching change. RBI single from Logan O'Hoppe. DePaula with an RBI single. He's 3 for 4. It's at 14-3 game. We should be good. Probably Henderson hopefully can go the rest of the way. He can not get destroyed. Murakami with a solo shot.
That's ball 4. 3. Out. Ball 4. Take
What a game.
Ball 4. Take your base. 3.
15-3 ball game. Jeremiah Jackson with a double. He is 4 for 5.
That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take your base.
Bases loaded for Luis Pena.
Ball 4. Take
And
your
he will
base.
walk in. Wow, Kyle Bradish walks in a run. Still bases loaded.
That's ball 4.
Another walked-in run. Gunnar Henderson, fielder's choice. Trout with a 2-run single. It's 19-3. Double from Kobe Mayo. It's 21-3. 6-run 8th. Absolutely dominating performance here today. Doesn't even matter.
Take your base. 3.
Pena with a double.
3.
But what a game.
Ball 4. Take your base. That's ball 4.
Final is going to be 21-4 ball game. We take 2 out of 3 from the A's. This offense, what an unreal game. Man, look at this box score. Gunnar Henderson's the only one with just a solo hit. Everybody else had a hit, and it was a solo shot from Gunnar Henderson to start off the ball game in the 1st inning. Everybody had an RBI. Almost everybody walked as well. Just Nicky Hoover and Jeremiah Jackson. But Jackson 2 home runs. Hoover, Mayo, Gunnar, Murakami. What a game. And Rogers does get the win. Not the greatest start, but does get the victory. Goes to 12-8. Man, 21-4. Not the most runs I think we've ever scored on this franchise right now. I don't think we've ever scored over 20 runs. Tucker Flint out for 2 to 3 months. Man, he's been playing so well. We're going to 60-day him. But I think that is where we end this one. So if we take a look at it, we are now 2.5 back of the Athletics for the division lead. If you look at it, wild card wise, we're tied with them, right there with the Blue Jays, +3 of the Orioles. So Blue Jays have won 7 in a row. They're playing really well. So it's not like we need to let up. We just keep going because the wild card's very close as well. Before we end this real quick, let's see. Pirates have taken that division lead now. So there you go. That's why, they didn't really trade them. But look at this. Diamondbacks 76-36, 40 games over 500. Dodgers right on their tail. It looks like they just lost their first game in their last, 15? They're 75-37. I do want to look real quick at, actually, I was about to end it, but let's take a look. I wanted to look at, Nelson Rada. So Nelson Rada, 311 average, 860 OPS, 10 home runs, 15 stolen bases. Yeah. It sucks. He got a 4.4 WAR. It hurts for sure. Like, you knew Nelson Rada was going to probably be somewhat decent, but we had so many guys in the outfield, and we got Murakami out of it, who for us this season, he's hitting 276 with 27 home runs, 52 RBI, 11 stolen bases. It was a trade that worked out for both teams. So there you go. Let's just take a real quick league leaders. I just want to see Marte's hit for 352, Ohtani with a 336 average. Trent Grisham, 35. He was on pace for 72. Cal Raleigh with 34. Man, what a disappointment this year in real life for Cal Raleigh. But Ohtani is there with 34. Same thing with Schwarber. Is he at 500 home runs yet? He did. He reached it this year. He's over 500 career home runs, Kyle Schwarber. So the home run race pretty close. Andy Pages leads with 98 RBI. Ellie De La Cruz has a chance to be a free agent next year. So just looking at some league leaders, but we're there. We're right there. 2.5 back. Still have the rest of August and September. We'll probably get into September next time. I don't know if we'll get up fully to the playoffs or get to it the point. We'll see how we finish out the month of August, but a great series to end it. And once again, everybody out there, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.